first one is easy formation. No registration or special law is required. The undertaking is created by the administrator decision of the government and no legal formalities are involved. Second one is direct government control. The undertaking is under the direct and complete control of the state. Public accountability. There is maximum degree of parliamentary control of the undertaking. Such controls keep the management alert. So fourth one is proper use of money. The risk of public money is minimized due to strict budget, accounting and audit control. Fifth one is aid to public revenue. Departmental undertaking helps to increase government revenue because their earnings are deposited in the government treasury. Sixth one is public interest. Departmental undertakings can better serve public interest. They are very useful for public utility services. Third one is the limitations. So here is a diagram of the limitation. It's lack of flexibility, lack of motivation, red levism, insensitive to needs of consumers and inefficient management. So second one is statutory corporation. Statutory corporation are public enterprises brought into existence by special act of parliament. Second one is the act defines its powers and functions, rules and regulation government, its employees and its relationship with government department. Examples are Airport Authority of India, National Highways Authority of India, Central Warehousing Corporation, etc. So here is the features of statutory corporation. The first one is generally financed by the central or state government. Second one is may borrow fund from the public and government organization. Third one is that they have separate legal entity. Fourth one is that they have to frame their own policies and procedures within the scope of state legislature. Sixth one is the providing better services to public and make adequate point. Sixth one is they can recruit and appoint their employee with their service conditions since they are corporate body. Seventh one is there is less government interferences. So here is the merits of and the advantage of statutory corporation. First one is autonomy. Second one is absence of political interference. Third one is quick and prompt decisions. Fourth one is existence of rising capital and also demerits. No flexibility in operation, misuse of powers, lack of efficiency, political interference could be there. So third one is the government company. A government company is established under the Indian Companies Act of 1956 and is registered and governed by the provision of the Indian Companies Act. The shares of the company are purchased in the name of the President of India. So here is a diagram. So the minor one, since the government is a major shareholder and exercise control over the management of these companies, they are known as government companies. So the major one, these are examples: Bharat Heavy Electronics Limited, Steel Authority of India Limited, etc. So here is features of government company. It is an organization created by the Indian Companies Act of 1956. So second one is the company can file a suit in a court of law against any third party and be sued. Third one is the company can enter into a contract and can acquire property in its own name. Fourth one is the management of the company is regulated by the provision of the Companies Act. So here is the fifth one. The employees of the company are appointed according to their own rules and regulations as contained in the Memorandum and Articles of Association. Sixth one, these companies are exempted from the accounting and audit rules and procedures. So here is the advantage of government companies. The first one is a government company can be established by the fulfilling of requirements of the Indian companies. The second one is it has a separate legal entity and apart from the government. Third one is it enjoys an autonomy in all management and decisions and takes actions according to the business. Fourth one is these companies by providing goods and services at a reasonable prices and able to control the market and curve. So this is the limitations of government company. Since the government is the only shareholders in the name of companies, the providers of companies act does not have much relevance. Second one is it provides exemplary responsibility in which a company financed by the government should free. It is not appreciable directly to the parliament. So global enterprises. So global enterprises are the companies which functions all around the world. They are characterized by their huge, large number of products. The second one is the global enterprise. There are huge industrial organizations which work fair industrial and marketing operations. The third one is example of global enterprise, that is MNC, multinational companies. So here are the features of global enterprises. First one is huge capital resources, issues of equity shares, debentures, bonds, financial institutions and international banks. The second one is foreign collaboration. Second one is advanced technology. Fourth one is product innovations. Fifth one is marketing strategies. Sixth one is expansion of market territory. And seventh one is centralized control. So this is joint ventures. Means public and private can join their companies also. A joint venture is a project or in which a multiple courses or individual is invest. So benefits of joint ventures. First one is increased resource and capacity. Second one is access to new markets and distribution networks. Third one is access to technology. Fourth one is innovation. Fifth one is low cost of production. Sixth one is established brand name. So, changing role of public sector. So here is the whole diagram. First one is Department of Infrastructure. Second one is Regional Inference. Third one is check hour. Extinction of, I can't read this, blur. Fourth one is import substitution. So the fifth one is government policy towards the public sector since 1991. For the first one is reduction in the number of industries reserved for the public sector from 17 to 8. The third one is in 2001 only 3 industries were reserved for the public sector. These are atomic energy, arms and rail transport. This means that the private sector could enter all areas and the public sector would have to compete with them. 28, 27. So this investment of shares of a select set public sector enterprises. This investment involves the sale of equity shares to the private sector and also to the public sector. The government had taken a decision to withdraw from the industrial sector and reduce its equality in all undertakings. 28. So here is the last one. The third one is a policy regarding SIC units to be the same as that for the private sector. All public sector units were referred to the Board of Industrial and Financial Reconstruction to decide whether a SIC unit was to be restructured or closed down. Improvement of performance through a more system by which management are to be granted greater autonomy but held accountable for a specific result. So under this system, public sector units were given clear targets and operational autonomy for achieving those targets. So this is our, so we want to show the diagram. Yeah. So here we go. So here is a public, private and global enterprise. So this is the two sectors, private sector and the public sector. So here is a private company. It is necessary for a private company to use the word private after its name. So here is the diagram. This is forms of organization, public sector enterprises. These are features of departmental undertaking. These are merits, advantages. These are the limitations. These are statutory corporation. And this is the features of statutory corporation. These are the merits of statutory corporation, and here is also the demerits. These are government company. The shares of the company are purchased in the name of the President of India. So, these are the merits of government company. This is the limitations of government company. And this is the global enterprise. And this is the features of global enterprises. These are benefits of joint ventures. These are changing role of public sector. Yeah, thank you.
My one question to Group A.
Yeah.
So disinvestment of shares. What do you mean by disinvestment of shares to private sector?
We call it disinvestment of private sector.
Disinvestment of shares. No, by your knowledge, what do you understand by the meaning of disinvestment of shares to private sector? Why do you bring the changing role of public sector?
Yeah.
You told that public sectors are converting into private sectors. And there we got the point, there is disinvestment of shares to the private sector. Can you explain it just in one sentence?
Disinvestment.
Other members of the group?
लगा दो जल्दी लगाओ फ्लॉप आएगा फ्लॉप करेगा.
Okay, disinvestment of shares means that under public sector the companies or the industries were not growing up, they were not developing up. That's why they were selling their shares to the private sector. Understand? That's why these public companies, they are selling their shares to the private sector, and that is called disinvestment of shares. Okay? Who was the one who made this PowerPoint presentation? Abhishek. Presenting nice, but more nice would be if other members would also have participated. Okay, if they also would have said something, then it would have earned more. Thank you.
Good morning to one. Myself Anurag sir. I am here to present my presentation, respected ma'am, teachers, and to my friends. Before we start our presentation, I like to clear some points about business, like what is business and what is business activities. What is business? Business is an organization where people work together to earn money. And what is business activities? Business activities includes activities engaged in primary purpose of making profits. So now I like to call my co-partner to continue this presentation.
My name is Sheikh Shehnaz and I am here to continue. So to know more about trades to aid, let me clear the topic as aids to trade. It refers to those activities which helps in smooth flow of the trade, and it includes transportation, banking, insurance, warehousing, and advertisement. transportation plays an important role in trade. As it facilitates the movement of goods from one place to another, and as we know, we don't have so much money to invest on a huge business, so we need to take loans, and bank provides credit facilities to industries and in credit parts. And we know that our life is full of risk and we need to insure it, as we also need to insure our business. So insurance provide coverage from different types of risks. And to continue, I would like to call my co-partner.
This is the classifications: industry and commerce. Industry are classified in 4 parts, and trade. There is a concept of industries. This excretion industry, which involves excretion of natural resources, minerals are like coal. This genetic industry. This industry involving activities of breeding, grading, and of genetic industries. Manufacturing industry. This industry are engaged in the conversion of raw materials like finished good or semi-finished good into finished goods. Example, sugar in converted in sugar cane. The concept of commerce. Commerce is an organized system of exchange of goods between industries and industrial world. Example, e-commerce. E-commerce examples: Amazon. This is home trade. Home trade is foreign trade. It takes place between 2 or more countries. Wholesale trade is a form of trade which goods are produced and stored in large quantity and sold in designated quantity to seller. Retail trade, when goods are purchased and sold in smaller quantity for final consumption, is called retail trade. Transport, it facilitates the movement for one place to another. Banking, it provides credit facility. Insurance, it provides coverage from any type of risk. Warehousing, it provides a storage place for storage of something for industries. Advertisement, it provides information about the products that produced by the industries or business activities. Thank you.
So I like to comment something about your presentation. It's fine, as you already told me that it's the first time of yours, no? Means thing is that you already prepared, so you are having some lack of confidence within you. Isn't it? This is the main factor. Why so confident-less? Koi marne aa raha aapko jaise, what is this? It's really, it gives a very bad impact now. Confident, be confident now. If you speak mistake also in confident, it becomes like a very nice one. If you understand or not what I'm saying, galti bhi agar you confidently bola na, wow, those who will listen now, you will think, okay, fine, he's fine. Okay, this is the thing. Next thing is that means what to say, it all fine. So that means the way you are showing, it seems that you have not prepared well enough. The way you are presenting it, that means today only you make it, today only you are going to come and show it on. That is not showing that you are not prepared for that. Okay, it doesn't seem like that. Understand? So what to say? Yeah, you cannot memorize everything, is not it? You cannot memorize all the things, but at least it should be like that when you just see this, this. Just you look once at the presentation, okay, this is this thing, okay, then start saying without looking, is not it? That build a nice impression to the viewer who sees it, isn't it? So this is a very important thing that you are doing here, presentation, because if you go after class 12, you will be joining some colleges and all, is not it? That time also, if you join a company and big MNC company, then also you have to do the similar type of presentation. So it is a well practice that you are doing here. So you will become well prepared for that. So it will be very important for upcoming times when you will join any job, any good sectors, good private or public sector. At that time, it will be very useful for you. So I want you to carry out this process what you have taken here, isn't it? So you can build a confidence and be confident. Okay, and your necktie properly, make it properly. It seems good now. Because it is very important, it matters, your dressing matters in every cases, understand or not? So when you come, as you have already showed you can see this video also if you want in Sabkasaath, okay, then you can see how I am. So you can yeah, why I record? Because you don't know what was your level at the time. Okay, but when you see the way you are making now, when you see after 6 months, yeah, you can compare your improvement. Understood now? So what, now I am grown up now. If I see my childhood image now, I feel myself, wow, once I was in class 4, class 5, class 6, class 7. How I can compare? Because when I see my childhood photos, not it. So to compare, no, you need some earlier thing. Earlier initiative things. That is why. So marks is what? Marks same thing, like it is for comparison purpose. Same thing the way you have given. So you can see once. So what happened? You can see your improvement, how much you have improved in your profession or what in a skill. So it's a matter of skill also. Skill development is a many matter. In every case, degree doesn't matter also. In many case, degree also doesn't matter. Your skill matters, the way you are speaking. Okay, many people are there MA pass, but still they are jobless. They're jobless. Think it's a matter of thinking, okay. Or I'm saying that many people are there graduate. Even the country is highly populated now. Isn't it? There is a scarcity of job in every sector. Do you know there was a news I heard that PhD holder applied for a post of PO. Peon के post के लिए PhD holder they are applying for that. Do you know what happened? What is they looking in them? But some are there which is just class 10 pass and they are a crorepati now. They are billionaire now. Why? Because they have the skill. They have some critical thinking within them. They have good skill of thinking. So that is looking. Only education is not enough to gain anything. Everybody is now educated. Isn't it? Everybody know how to read and write. The thing is that how you think it matters. How you speak it matters. Your interaction. I'm saying something. Your interaction, your way of communication, how you come, how can you influence other? ये बात बहुत बड़ा चीज है. Move बहुत बड़ा चीज है. If you have a good speaking, you can make friends, you can make a circle, and this circle you need. You need network. Now person who have manpower now, he have everything now. And so your money also cannot buy man now. ऐसा हो गया दिन आजकल. So how you can impress other? Your way of expression, your way of talking, how don't hurt anyone. It matters. Understood? Because one you're hurting, but later on he will come to you to help you once. Understood not what I'm saying? So fine, it is very great what you have done. It's a fast level what you think. I think have you done earlier in class 10 level? Now it is the first time. Okay, very good. So thanks from my side.
This is your first time presentation, yes or no? And by the first time your PowerPoint presentation was better, your PowerPoint was better, but there was something lacking in your presentation. That's what sirs spoke about. You were lacking your confidence, yes or no? You were scared or something. Were you thinking that I am going to kill you out? Huh? No, I shall not. So this is the first time, and those which sir have told you, take those words and try to upgrade more. Okay, so I'm marking here and you will get your marks, but still there are some ways of, there are something to improve. And one thing I want to say, when you were presenting out there, you were moving that side. No, you were facing the board. Yes or not, sir? They were facing the board.
Yeah. Because when you see something, because everybody can come and see and say, no? Isn't it? Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't see. Yeah, see little bit. But when you see once now at a side, you should know what is all about.
Means you can see and say that is nothing. But the thing is, let others not know that you are seeing and saying something. Yes or not? You should have that skill. Okay? So, okay then. Thank you for presenting. And I want you to present in a more better way. Okay? Thank you.